One.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Silly Goose Sports Talk. I am Big T, and
And I am Skippy. Wait, why you saying my own line, man? And I am Skippy. Before we get to today's episode, please subscribe, and hit that notification bell because it helps us bring you the latest sports news. Now,
it was my turn.
It was your turn.
This week, it was my turn to be late because my good friend, one of my best friends in the world, his name is Mr. Tech Issues. Yeah, that's okay.
What?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Connection Issues is one
I
of
don't know
my
about
good
best friend.
buddies.
It's more like your family, man.
Well, yeah, no, just Tech Issues are it's like,
Yeah.
you know how when you like you're wandering around somewhere and then there's like this little toddler that follows you around?
No.
Connection.
What? Where are you walking, man?
No, if you're ever at
What?
if you're at like a church thing, if you're at like a church thing, if you're at a church co-op or something like that, and then there's like a little kid following you around, you'd be like, buddy,
I
that is
feel
Tech
like you're
Issues.
just talking
That little
about me
five.
here, man.
Yes, I'm talking about you.
Well, yeah, don't try hiding the tall though. What the heck? All right, so we have a pretty big schedule this week, but we're gonna kick it off with camping. So camping, I have a little bit of a sunburn, but I went to Gettysburg this past weekend. It was pretty good. You know, I made too much mac and cheese, but it's fine. It's all good. And I'd like to tell a little bit of a story about Mr. Engbert. So one of the youth group leaders, but we were hiking Gettysburg, right? There's just this huge tower that you can go up. You can see the whole battlefield.
Oh, fun!
It's a little sketchy, but whatever. So we went up it, and he has like one of those big floppy hats almost.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
flies off.
Oh no!
And lands in a tree.
Oh.
And so you have one of our guys, Mr. Waller, trying to chuck a branch into it. Eventually, we got this really. You would have like there was some random tourist who would try pelting stones to get it down. Eventually, we made this huge stick and attached a staff to it, and then got it down. But it took like 15 minutes, and it was really funny. And also, if you remember from summer, Timmy, about the elusive hole-in-one. Now, I've had a curse. I've had a recent curse where I can't get a hole-in-one. I'm a good player. I'm better than most of my sisters, but I can't get a hole-in-one. And it happened again.
Hole-in-one's not everything. You just need to get it as close as a hole-in-one as you can.
I know, but the problem is I get jits every single course I play. Like I'll hit it, like it'll bounce over, it'll bounce out. And that happened twice. I think is I played pretty well, but still, I'm still gonna look for that hole in one.
That's just like the Washington Capitals. They always get so close, but they just have terrible luck in the end.
Except, unlike the Nationals, I'm actually good. Oh, now,
but the Nats aren't good.
Exactly. So also Sunday night.
Yeah, that was our last youth group of the year. That was pretty fun, though. We had
short as dodgeball, though.
Yeah, well, they were working the schedule.
Was too short. But at least have two long games instead of like.
Look, they did what they could. I personally wasn't offended by it because it was fun to be able to just scramble around. And,
but you barely got the ball if you weren't.
No, I got the ball like twice, and I pelted it across.
You would. I mean, you would hit someone every time at least.
Yeah, but then when they had the open mic, we had
Tibor just making a very good. Tibor had the most prepared speech by far.
Yeah, that was a glorious speech, and then the Mr. Producer went up and he did the closest thing that anyone's ever gotten to topping a Tibor speech by. He said, he apologized to anyone who he had ever hit in the face with a dodgeball.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Then for praise and worship music, I'm the guitarist, and I had a pretty crappy guitar solo. Did you hear that at all, or no?
I was listening. I was like, oh. It's like,
I mean, Look, the thing, I need to get new strings. That's all I need. Once I get new strings, I'll be fine because I've had these
Yeah,
strings
I'm gonna
for
be
years.
honest. To me, it did not sound good. It was
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get new strings, and then it'll be better.
also so.
because
This is not
I-
on there, but I did have my play for co-op recently. I don't know if you saw pictures for it or not.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
we
saw one of those
performed
videos.
a very abridged version of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was, of course, a lion. So let me explain for people who don't know. So it's a play within a play. So basically, you have this. There's kind of two stories almost going on.
B
There's a
plot,
fairy
A
king
plot.
and a fairy queen. There's stuff going on over there. Then you have a bunch of mechanics who are gonna put on a play inside of
Oh
play.
no!
And I
One of
was
the
the guy who's
videos.
playing a lion. We had Caroline who's come on for. She's playing bottom, which is gonna be a knight. She also like midway
What was
through gets turned to a donkey.
That's what the donkey head came from. But that was really funny. I saw the video. I saw the donkey head, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's Caroline. She got turned to
No,
the head of an ass.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And then we had Matthew.
That's fine.
What Matthew was a wall.
Oh yeah.
It was fun. I was, of course, the lion. I had a beautiful mane. If you saw that, Timmy. Did you see that?
Oh, one of the videos.
It's actually an Irish dance wig from one of the people that were in it, and Mr. also had one. But I needed some kind of way to portray a mane.
Yeah,
That's what I got.
Now tonight we are will we talk about this more in the nationals, or will we just go over this now?
Well, we can go over it now. So,
So
tonight the old rough Timmy and his brother are going to be coming over, and we'll be going to a nice finesse game, but not any old finesse game. Strasburg, our boy, is coming to pitch for rehab at the Fredericksburg Nationals. Hopefully it won't rain too late into the night. Probably won't, but let me tell you, the stadium is going to be full.
It's either going to be packed or it's going to be empty, because when it rains all day in Fredericksburg, nobody comes out. Nobody comes out when it rains.
Man, it's going to be packed. They're not the $2 Tuesday tickets are already taken up. And the thing is, we even got better tickets than normal $2. Because one of the nights, the guy's the same guy that gave us the tour, Jimmy, got us
nice
an entire thing over. So we're more third base now.
Sweet.
Oh, so, nice. So a little bit closer to the field, which is always cool. We might still wander around, but it'll be fun. Now that we have a lot of NHL to cover, because how do we have more NHL than last week? I'm just not gonna question that.
I don't know. I thought when the Caps got eliminated, I thought no way, we're done.
Yeah. Now, Penguins news. It'll be quite a big offseason apparently for the Penguins, as their two of their core players are free agents, Malkin and Letang. Now, Pens hope to sign these aging veterans, but it has to be for the right cost. Now, Brock Rust did sign for a hometown discount of 31 million dollars over 6 years. It's about $1 million less per year than rumors on what he would command on the open market. We have Brian Boyle underwent successful left knee surgery on Monday and is expected to recovery time frame of the 6 weeks. Now, Boyle was injured in the first period of Game 6 of the Penguins and the first round series against the Rangers. Now, oh my gosh, this name is killing me. Boyle is unrestricted free agent next year. We have Brian.
It's good that his knee surgery went well, because those knee surgeries are really tedious, and I've had one myself, and I will tell you, it's not fun. That recovery process is really, really not fun, and we just hope that guy feels better.
Yeah, Brian Dumoulin, I think.
Dumoulin?
Close enough. Sure.
Yeah.
Said that his injury has kept him out of the final 6 games of the Penguins' playoff run. Was a grade 3 tear of his MCL, and he suffered in game 1. So that's rough.
No.
It's like your ACL, but with an M.
No. Okay. Do you want an anatomy class of the knee?
Sure. Because I don't even know what the heck it is.
All right. So this is the knee. This is the knee. The MCL dude's
Okay.
right here. The LCL guy's right here. The PCL is here in the back. Then the ACL is right in the middle. My ACL right in half.
Is the ACL worse than the MCL?
Oh yeah, if you tear your ACL, you're screwed.
You're screwed then, Timmy.
Hey, but I'm in recovery and I'm allowed to start running July 1st. So ha.
Yeah, you better. I mean, boy, you better run a marathon first week.
Oh no, I'm probably gonna start off, and I'm gonna do I want to do the Richmond Marathon.
Are you gonna do that 50 miles? Do you actually think that you can be able to do it?
Yes, I will be doing the 50 miles before March. I will.
Before March?
Yes, because that's when I turn 18.
Oh.
And
you don't have much time, buddy boy.
I know, and that's why I'm gonna be working my way up. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a hard process, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Dang, you have like no time to do it though. You have like 5 months.
Basically, I'll have if I'm able to. I'm allowed to start running July 1st. So it's July, August,
Literally
September,
like
October, November, December, January, February, March. So I have 9 months to do it.
Okay, that's still very little time.
It's still going to be a tedious. But yeah,
very little time to do something like that. No,
that's all
I'm done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, next time for the old cappies.
All right. Speaking of knee problems, the knee problems are biting the Capitals right now. Tom Wilson outlined the issue as a knee injury that may need surgery. The injury will keep Wilson out for some time, as it's quote a pretty significant injury, which could either be ACL or meniscus. I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Also, Carl Haglin had a quite tragic end to the season that will have unfortunate long-term effects on his life due to an eye injury he suffered at the end of the March 1st practice. According to Haglin, he had an errant stick blade ruptured the choroid in the back of his left eye. Haglin's vision will never be the same. It's not going to get back to 100%. Haglin has already started off-ice work as he targets a return to the team in full the last season on his current contract. Now, there's a lot of injury problems in Washington right here. TJ Oshie revealed he broke his foot in an October 27th game against the Detroit Red Wings. Less than a month after breaking his foot, Oshie tried to return in a game against the Sharks on November 20th and pulled up lame while skating. The back injury caused him to miss over 2 more weeks of time. Oshie suggested the injuries lingered for the rest of the season. Nicholas Backstrom could be facing an uncertain future if he opts to get another surgery for his hip. Another hip surgery could force Backstrom into a retirement, or he could miss all of next season, which we really, really don't want. We need Ovechkin and Backstrom to stay together for the end of their careers, and we can't have Nick go out like that. Nick Backstrom has been a very underrated. If it was not Alex Ovechkin, if it was Nick Backstrom would be the head man on any other team if it wasn't for Alex Ovechkin being a superstar. If it wasn't for Ovechkin, you'd have Nick Backstrom he wouldn't be like one of the biggest stars in the league, but he would be a household name. Now, we have a weird Ovechkin stat incoming. Now, Ovechkin holds the record for regular season overtime goals with 24, 5 more than the next closest players, Sidney Crosby and Jameer Jaguar, our boy.
Jimmy.
Among active players, Ovechkin has the most playoff goals with 72. Now, this one's weird. Ovechkin has never scored an overtime goal in the playoffs. One excuse I'd say for that is that's Evgeny Kuznetsov's job to score in overtime. But yeah, that's not okay. We need next year. Next year we don't want to go into overtime in the playoffs, but if we do, give the puck to Ovechkin. Now,
So Timmy, and I feel like it's every other month we argue about this. Ovi being the best player? Question mark. And I think over the last year, the years, I'm willing to say he is one of the best scorers, but not best.
Oh, absolutely one of the greatest scorers. But I would not say he's one of the best all over the ice players.
I think he was one of the best scorers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm getting this down in records, but not the best player.
My take is
Sidney Crosby's a better overall player, but not the best
Gretzky
scorer.
is not the best. Gretzky is not the best. The greatest of all time is Gordie Howe. And
Mario
nothing can change my mind. Lemieux was really good.
Lemieux could have been better if he didn't get injured. So
yeah, if he didn't get hurt, I think you'd see a lot more of him.
We would have more cups. The cups would keep piling on.
All right. In the playoffs, you have bring out the brooms. The defending champs swept the Panthers. The team that beat the Caps pretty handily at the end of that series got completely swept. But I will say the Caps did have something to do with that. The Caps played an aggressive series. Good. I think that they got bit. No team has gone super duper far after the Caps, right? Because in 2019, you had Carolina. Yeah, Carolina did make it to the Eastern Conference Final, but then they ended up getting swept. Then in
20, don't try to make it just look like the Capitals were the downfall of this.
Look, I'll say the Caps did wear down. They definitely did wear down Florida.
Sure. Whatever you want to say. Oilers versus Flames in a highest scoring affair, which Flames won at game 1, 9-6, which is very high. Oilers have taken the next 2 weeks 5-3 and 4-1 to have the series lead 2-1. Now I'm going to cover this one also, just because.
Okay.
Just because the Rangers beat the Penguins unjustly. We have Hurricanes versus Rangers. Now, in a bunch of low-scoring games, the home team has won. Every game, Hurricanes lead 2-1.
Oof. Now, the Avalanche versus the Blues. You have the league's best team looks to be heading into the conference finals after they took a 3-1 series lead in a win last night. So, yeah, right now, I'm thinking you're going to have Carolina versus Tampa in the Eastern Conference Final. I hate both of these teams with a passion, but I hate Carolina a little bit less. So we'll see. I want to see Carolina versus Carolina versus Colorado in the final. What do you say?
All right. I mean, sure. I like the name of the Blues, but sure. I don't know. Now this is where I'm at. So Fred Strasburg is here. Come on. I believe the games have actually sold out. Apparently. Because how big this is. Now, rough week last. This is probably gonna be the biggest game of the Fred Nats.
Yeah.
As of so far. Now
I'd say
we did have a rough week last week as they went 1-5, but it doesn't matter to see though, because Strasburg is coming to town.
Now, here's the thing. You said this would be one of the biggest moments in the Fred Nats history. I'd say this could be a big second place game. I do not think this will ever top that first win.
Well,
the first win after a horrible losing streak, getting that first win was such a confidence boost. And I think this Strasburg thing will just be a one-off. I think if he pitches well, if he can get a couple good innings, I think he's going to get a lot of strikeouts because these minor league guys, even when Strasburg's not at 100%, he could still strike out a lot of these youngins.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that we're probably going to we'll see. I believe we're playing Kannapolis.
The Cannonballers?
I'm pretty sure.
I like the Cannonballers. I'm not rooting against my local boys, but I like the Cannonballers.
Why do you think? Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna check. I think we are, but I'm not sure.
Cannonballers.
No, we're playing against Salem. We're playing against Salem.
The Cannonballers. Oh yes, screw them.
Why'd you like the
Yeah,
Cannonballers?
let's blow them out.
Oh, why'd you like the Cannonballers?
The
Let's explain this out.
Cannonballers used to be the Cannabis Intimidators. Okay. So basically, what happened was after Dale Earnhardt died, they named the team the Cannabis Intimidators because Dale Earnhardt's nickname was the Intimidator. And then Teresa Earnhardt, being the Wicked Witch of the South, was like, "Oh, you can't use Intimidators." So then they renamed it to Cannonballers, but they gave like the Dale Earnhardt mustache. So it's Wicked Witch of the South is Teresa Earnhardt.
Wow, man.
Now about the big nationals. Now we're talking about stuff on ice. We should have covered that during hockey, but the Nationals stink on ice. They went 2-4 on the week and they're dangerously close to being the worst team in the league. Nats infielder Carter Kieboom will undergo season-ending Tommy John surgery to address the elbow issue that landed him on the injured list in March. Gerardo Parra of the Baby Shark of the Nats, he is retiring from baseball after 12 seasons in the majors and will become a special assistant to Washington Nationals general manager Mike Rizzo.
Ooh, cool.
It's good to see the Baby Shark in the management role. Now, the Baby Shark being one of the biggest moments for the Nats. That was such a fun thing and such a magical season.
It was memorable.
They should retire the Baby Shark. They should not play that in Nats games anymore because that was they're trying to squeeze stuff out. They're trying to get more of what they had in 2019. They're not trying to they're trying to replicate that, and they're not trying to make new traditions. It's frustrating.
Sure.
And the Nats aren't winning anything.
Yeah. Now we have Pirates who aren't doing as well per se, but generally we're doing better than the old Nats. Now, rough weekend as Pittsburgh goes 1-5, including a 9-0, 7-0, 19-4 loss. Now
I will say the Nationals did not lose 19-4.
Sure. Now,
neither did the
catcher
Orioles,
Robert. Let me speak, boy. Now, catcher Roberto Perez was confirmed at Wednesday when it was announced that Perez will need a season-ending surgery to repair his injured left hamstring. Oof. Now the Pirates bring up some much-needed pitching help. Rumors that Ronzi Contreras and right-handed reliever Yeri De Los Santos are being promoted to the majors. Dang. These are what a name. What a name, Yeri De Los Santos. Now, just called it David a Derry. Oh my gosh. What did I misread it to be Derry? David Bednar was one of the best one of the best closers in the game. He doesn't get enough work, a 0.90 ERA, 0.60 WHIP, a 38%, yes, 38% strikeout, and just 3 walks allowed over 20 innings. A perfect 8 for 8 on save attempts and the biggest whiff rate on pitches inside the strike zone than any other pitcher that has any other pitcher with as many strikes as them. That was a mouthful.
All right, now the Orioles, even though they went 3-4 on the week, the morale in Baltimore has never been higher. Adley Rutschman finally makes his MLB debut with the Orioles. He's been one of the top prospects in baseball for the past few years. It's awesome to finally see him make it. And he scored the winning run in the Orioles walk-off win against the Tampa Bay Rays the other day, so that is awesome. Then last night you had the Orioles coming back against the Yankees to take a win 6-4, so that is nice. They will continue the series in New York tonight, and then they'll have a series in Boston. Level like a 5-game set in Boston. So the Orioles season it's make it or break it there in Boston this week. So nice to see Adley Rutschman finally make his debut. And future's bright in Baltimore. Not the near future, but down the road, it's looking bright.
Sure.
Atlanta 3-3 on the week, nothing special.
Yeah. Other MLB news consists of the Yankees being 29-12, Dodgers 27-13, Astros 27-15, Mets 28-15, Brewers 26-15. Now let's hop into a
I
little
think
bit of NFL with the old commies.
All righty. The Washington Commanders pay for more than $100 million in land in Virginia, a possible next step in building a new stadium, as well as numerous retail shops, restaurants, and apartments. According to the source, the knowledge of the purchase, the Commanders paid a little more than $100 million for approximately 200 acres. The deal was completed late last week, but has not been filed with the Prince William County. With Prince William County, the site of the land, one source called it the team's preferred site for the new stadium, but other options remain open. Now, it was saying that it could be. I've seen multiple things online. I don't know if they're going to do this in Dumfries. There's been rumors that they're going to do it near Dumfries, but the main thing that I've seen is they want to do it right off 95, just north of Potomac Mills. Here's the thing. It's been before we moved. We had every Sunday we go up to Dale City to see Grandpa. Every Sunday. But
he still lives
you
with
had to
y'all,
take
right?
95. Yeah, he still does. So basically, the problem would be with this stadium, if they did that just north of Potomac Mills, Woodbridge's traffic situation, Woodbridge, Fairfax, all Prince William, that whole area is already a death trap for traffic. If you're going to put a stadium there, you better fix 234 and you better work on 123 and Route 1, fix Route 1. Just it's going to be a hellscape. Traffic in this area is going to be horrible. If they're already building a road to connect Dulles down to like 95 and stuff like that, build it near Dulles. The opposing team's not going to want to stay here. They'll just go whoop the daylights out of the Commanders, go to Dulles, and fly back out to California. They don't want to stay in D.C. This area is... All right, yeah, we got more stuff to talk about here. As detailed by Jared Bell of USA Today, a number of the other owners are considering drastic options in advance of this week's league meetings. As a result of the financial allegations of Washington using two sets of books for the purposes of hiding league revenue, if true, this would be the nail of the coffin. One owner said that we are counting votes, a statement that signals an intent, if sufficient support exists, to compel Dan Snyder to sell the team. It is unclear at this point how many owners would be prepared to go that far. A 3/4 majority, that is 24 owners, would be required to move the 57-year-old who will not be in attendance at this week's meetings. This is big. If you can get Dan Snyder booted, then do it. Do it.
Also, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we only have like 10 minutes left. Zoom doesn't like Zoom. What the heck, man?
Or we can do it. We can do an extended show. We could like put it into 2 Zoom meets and we can plug the thing together.
I don't know that's how that works, but we're just gonna, All right, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Fred Haskins was totally legally drunk and had taken drugs before he fatally was struck by a dump truck while walking to Florida interstate last month. An autopsy released on Monday concluded.
All right, now that we know that he was drunk, can I make my joke now, or is that too dark for the show?
What joke?
No, never mind. No, never mind. I'm not going to make that joke.
All right, no. We can't really cover the random crap, so we're just going to move on to the important stuff.
Yeah, there's USFL, nothing significant.
Yep. NBA, nothing significant.
Yeah, and NBA, screw them. They the Wizards are irrelevant. So
He likes the NBA anyways.
Yeah.
Golf with PGA Championship. Tiger Woods actually withdrew from it. So,
Oh,
and we have a guy named Thomas who won and tied for the third greatest major de facto comeback. Now we're
that's
trying to
nice.
hurry up here. So we have soccer, EPL Chelsea, Thailand Chester, Lean Chester 1-1 and beat Watford 2-1.
Then you got DC United. They lose to New York 2-0, and then they tie to Toronto 2-2. And yeah, now we got the jokes. Let's hear these.
All right. What cocktail should you drink with a friend? A Bloody Mary.
That's funny.
What did Michael Jackson name his clothing store?
What?
Billie Jeans.
Okay, that's funny.
What did one DNA strand ask the other DNA strand? Do these jeans look okay? What did one flag say to the other? Nothing. It just waved. What did one math book say to the other? I've got so many problems. And just because I just go like this one. What did one plate say to the other? Lunch is on me.
That's good.
Wow, there was a lot of inanimate objects saying things to each other, I gotta say.
All right, we got a bit of race car stuff. Ryan Blaney won the NASCAR All-Star race. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. Well, I know it was in Texas, but I did not watch it because I was at the church all day, and I did not want to watch a replay because from what I've seen online, that race sucked. What didn't suck, what does not suck is before we talk about the race, Drive to Survive, which is the Formula One documentary series on Netflix, is really good. I'd highly recommend it. And yeah, so Max Verstappen, my boy, he gets the win again. So he takes the championship lead, and he's going for his second consecutive world championship in Formula One. And IndyCar, I don't know if they race this week. Actually, they're doing their Indy 500 qualifying stuff, and that's going to be this coming weekend. We have a big weekend of racing next week, and it's going to be fun. So, yes, sorry, Bob. That's all we got for the race cars.
Sorry, Bob. All right, now we have for the old potato of the week, the heat for potato of the week. Now, the heat, it was just too hot, man, for May last weekend. It was blazing out there. I have a sunburn right here, still hurts. But now, potato of the week wise,
you were look. You were not wearing an entire suit in 98 degrees having to do a prom photo shoot.
That sounds like a you problem.
That hurt.
L.
Look, the pictures were nice. I'll tell you the pictures nice. I'll send you a few of those, but it hurt. That was hot out. Yes, sir. Mega L.
It wasn't just you that hurt. Your wallet also probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, to the week with ex-NFL player Brendan Langley, who was arrested for having a fight with United Airlines employee at Newark Airport. Dang.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Draft of the week, we're gonna have Josh Donaldson, Major League Baseball player, was suspended New York Yankees third baseman Josh Donaldson for one game for making inappropriate comments made to Chicago White Sox shortstop Tim Anderson on Saturday. Now,
I got both of those guys on my fantasy team.
Sweep to the week, we have Justin Thomas for overcoming 7-shot defect to win a PGA Championship. Wow. Philly this week, we're going to have Katie, who was on our Taylor Swift episode, for becoming assistant youth director. And I'm going to sneak another this week. Everyone that ran the historic half. My sister, I think she ran both the 5 mile, the half marathon, and the double dog.
Ooh, that's hard.
She lost. She's losing her mind, man. We have Tibor. We have Miss Luciani. All of them. Good job. And that's all we have for the week. Now, Timmy, you have about 3 minutes to wrap up Big T's music notes.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
yap
might
about
upgrade a premium after this, man. It's getting annoying.
we're out of time. So first off, we this is what's so wacky about country radio. Last week's number one, Never Wanted to Be That Girl by Carly Pearce and Ashley McBride, dropped
If
all the way down to
I
number
wanted to be that
14.
girl,
Number 5, we got Take My Name by Parmalee. Number 4, we got Never Say Never by Colt Swindell and Lainey Wilson. Number 3, we got Trouble with a Heartbreak by Jason Aldean. Number 2, again, we got Till You Can't by Cody Johnson. And this week's number 1 is Till You Can't. No, it's Doing This by Luke Combs. Let's go. Luke Combs at
hey,
the top.
I'll take Doing This. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good song. We'll talk more about the music stuff next week. It's just that there's a lot
Sure.
to. Well, what did we get held up on this week? Why did we run out of time so quickly?
No idea. Honestly, guys, expect a little bit of an Instagram thing at the
Ooh,
Fred
okay.
Nats this week. Maybe we can do a little bit of vlog.
Oh yeah, we will. Well, actually, yeah, we'll have to do a big. It won't be a reel or something like that.
I actually got lav mics for Christmas, and I haven't gotten to use them yet.
Ooh.
So yeah, we'll get on that.
So
All right, now,
that just about wraps up the show.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry for being short this week, but ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in this week, and we will see you all next week. Keep
on honking.
on
Let's go,
honking.
Strasburg.